This is a presentation for my macro and micro level flowcharts for a lean manufacturing training that we're going to do at my company. The first is the macro level that you see on your screen. We're starting with a kickoff program so we can make sure that everyone in the facility is on board. And this will be a time for the management to be involved, to put their effort behind it, to say that they really want this to happen. It'll be a great good time of celebration that we're all starting a new paradigm at the company. We move from that into a classroom phase. The classroom phase is to bring everyone up to speed on the basics of lean manufacturing. From there, we move into simulation. The simulation, which we'll discuss a little bit further in the micro session, will allow to give a better hands-on idea of what's going on. And finally, the real-world application, when we actually take the training out into the field to use. So what we want to do with that is we want to dig down now into the micro level. So the micro level flowcharts, and this is phase one. So after you can see up there on the top left-hand corner, the kickoff meeting, we go right into the classroom instruction. And we have 8 modules that we're going to use, and it's based on a mnemonic called downtime. And downtime is the waste types that in each letter signifies a different type of waste, and each letter will be a different module. So what will happen is in each one of the modules we'll have a 20 to 30 minute presentation. There'll be either a lecture or a video or a combination thereof. We'll have a classroom activity to reinforce the learning in that module, and then we'll have a review of the class activity so we get audience participation, and it reinforces the learning some more. Once we complete all the 8 modules, we go to a test. The test has to achieve an 80% to pass the test. If they do not pass the test, then we have some remediation instruction, and that allows the student to pick up the knowledge. We can't just allow them to fail. We have to get them up to the point of knowledge where they understand at least the concepts. Once they pass the course, they go into phase 2 of the simulation. Now we move into phase 2. The simulation phase, what we're going to do is actually provide a realistic simulation using our operational excellence department as actors in the simulation. And so what we'll do is 4 separate modules, which will again address the 8 separate types of waste with our mnemonic of downtime. In each module, what we'll do is we'll set up the simulation for the learners. We'll run the simulation with our actors, and during that time, our learners will be picking out the different wastes that they see in the simulation. They'll be writing those things down, and then we'll review the simulation results. And we'll see if the simulation analysis is correct. If they picked up everything, then we'll move on to the next module. If they didn't, then we'll go through the simulation possibly again, or we will maybe delve more into the simulation results and see what the learners are doing. Once all the 4 modules are complete, then we go into the real-world application. So the real-world application is when we go out on the floor and we actually see what's going on. And what we do is we go into this classroom training to give them the tools that they'll need to provide solutions. And when they provide solutions to each one, what they have to do is they have to use these tools for brainstorming and for ranking different solutions. And then what we do is we go in class and we use those same tools in our classroom to allow them to use a tool. So that they understand what the tool's usage is. And then we go out into the work area for problem identification. They come back in, they use the tool for the problem, and then they develop a solution proposal based on that same problem. They present solution proposal to the staff, and after they present solution to the staff, if it's approved, they're done with the training. If it's not approved, they have to go back and identify another problem, and then the project's complete. So once the learners have gone all the way from mastering the knowledge, the comprehension of the subject matter, all the way through the application, that's what completes the program. And that'll be the end of the training.